Hi everybody, Michael Diamond here, back again with part 2 of the mystery joke box unboxing here on the Joke Shop video. And once again, I've got this fantastic box here that Graham from Dinsdale's in Hull sent me. There's so much stuff in here that we're going to crack on right away with the rest of it. And let's see, we've got... this I've never seen before in my life. Run Rabbit Run Magnetic Chase. Have you ever seen any one of these before? Did you have one when you were a kid? Leave a comment in the comments section if you did. I have no idea what you do. Oh, that's very clever. I see what you do. So there's a little rabbit here. And the little doggy here has a magnet in his paw, and there's a magnet in the rabbit. So there's also a... Oh, I see. So you put the rabbit down, and you put the dog down, and when you push the doggy along, because the magnet in his paw and the magnet in the rabbit are opposing polarities, the rabbit will run away. But then if you pick up the doggy and put him on top, he'll pick up the rabbit. 59 cents. Imported by Fleetwood Toys Inc. So yeah, that's quite... I've never seen one of those before. That's really cool, that, actually. I really like that. What's this? Tricky Puzzles. Oh, it's the pyramid puzzle. It's a very famous puzzle, this. You still get these today. They're often made in wood. You can see them in shops like The Works. And it's that thing. You have to move it. You have to move all the little discs from one post to the next in a certain amount of moves. And I hate puzzles because I'm absolutely rubbish at them and I've got no patience at all. So the little tricky puzzle, that's quite a cool little thing, isn't it? What's this? Hidden at the bottom down here. Oh, yeah. I haven't seen one of those for quite a long time. My friend Bill Thompson, the magician and all-round legend, the late Bill Thompson, I should say, gave me one of these years ago. He ran joke shops in Liverpool and Blackpool and stuff. So this was called... he used to call them sand pictures. So basically, if you hold that up like that, you'll see it says "Night Out with the Boys," and it looks like he's drinking all the beer. And then when you turn it over, the morning after... and he's filling the potty. That was quite quick, that, wasn't it? So let's do it again. So, night out with the boys, morning after. And that's very, made in Hong Kong, world copyright, BOH Limited. So that looks like, the artwork looks very, very 60s, early 70s to me. And it was in this little envelope here. So I have seen one of those before. As I say, I think they're called sand pictures. Some imitation chocolates, which they actually look really real. They do. They might not show up like that on the camera, but they really are realistic. And they've got some weight to them as well. So if you picked one of those up from a box of chocolates, yeah, you'd probably fall for it if you were really stupid. We'll save that. We'll save this because I'm going to have to cover that, I think. What's this? The Trick Camera. Oh, it's a snake camera. So when you push the little lever down, the lens pops open and a little spring snake shoots out, which you can probably just see on the picture there, on the graphics. I love all these dime store novelties and little jokes. Made in Japan again. It's metal, that, actually. And it looks like it's made from like a mint tin or something. Looking at it from the side there, it looks like you can completely open it. And it looks like it was converted from a little tin of mints. I don't know. If you know, leave a message in the comments section. Let me know. It's a rubber screwdriver. It's another one of those things. As useful as a rubber screwdriver. It's actually, this must be quite old because it started to solidify slightly, the rubber there. So I'm not gonna bend it too much or anything, but at the top here is completely solidified. But you've just got a little bit of give there on the shaft of the, I do like saying that, shaft, on the shaft of the screwdriver. But again, that look from a distance, that looks quite real. You'd maybe pick that up, wouldn't you? The wooden handled old screwdrivers. Oh, this again, this has got to be in the top 10 classic jokes of all time, is the squirting flour. And I think this looks like it's made in Italy. Garofani Spruzzo. My friend Matteo will tell me off for that because it's probably, the pronunciation's terrible. So, but I think we could probably open this little box and have a little look inside. So there's a little bulb and the flour. Yeah, so this is rather than having the long tube on it, it's just quite a short one. So you'd probably put that in your lapel button and you'd just have to squeeze it under your lapel there for it to squirt. But that's quite a nice one. Again, the packaging, the box, is what makes these things for me. So it's got the Italian on one side and then the English on the other. Oh, there we go. And then that fantastic, the graphics there. Yeah. Great stuff. Every clown should have one of those. Okay, the joke cut finger. Yep. I had these as well when I was a kid with the big gash in it there. And to go with it, the bloody razor blade, which is it's loose in the packaging. It's normally in the packaging, it's normally stuck there through the finger. I've had these before as well. These are great, but I just love that colourful packaging. So there's another matchbox here. This looks quite an old one. Bryant and May, British made matches. What on earth is this in here? I dread to open it. And the matches are glued to the bottom. So there's no way you'd be able to get those matches out. Which is, how much would that have been back in the day? It looks quite old, this one. It's maybe like 1950s, do we think? Bryant and May. A Liverpool company, weren't they? Bryant and May. Okay, we've got a couple of things. We've got a couple of things over here. We've got a camera. And I do think I know what's in here. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. It's pictures of naked women, absolutely disgusting. Yeah, just give me a minute. Oh, sorry, I forgot you were there. Yeah, so that's what it is. So it's very, very mild. A bit like the nude playing cards you used to be able to get. It's one of those. I think I did have one of these in the late 70s, early 80s, which I'll have bought from the joke shop and felt very, very daring and, you know, had to hide it from my mum. So that's what that is. Oh, I do remember having one of these. I could never get this to work. It's a funny foaming lighter. So in here, in this little bottle here, a pressurized bottle, a bit like a shaving foam, and you put it in the bottom of the lighter. You filled it up like you would a normal lighter with the butane gas, but this had foam in it. And when you push the little thing down there to fire the lighter, foam would go absolutely everywhere. And it really did go everywhere. But I could never get my one to work. I found out afterwards that the foam inside disintegrates. So after a while, they do have a shelf life. I mean, I'll never open this one. This will always just stay in its package. I think they're called the Mad Dog lighters as well. This one's made by Devilish Jokes and Tricks, an Esco product. Wetherby, West Yorkshire. Yeah, refiller must be hand warm. Shake well before using. Keep lighter vertical and press the can insert into the lighter valve on the base. Wipe away any overflow. Yeah, the foaming lighter. Ah, great stuff. So we've only got a couple of things left actually. I'm not quite sure what this thing is, but this is oh yeah, I can see what this is. So I can just in case I can hold it like that. So it's a Golden Series Sexy Music Volume 20 as well. So they obviously did well with this. The concert band sound of Henry Mitchell or Michelle. So yeah. And it's got a clockwork mechanism in it. And obviously you had it down on the table. And when you picked it up, it did something. But I've noticed you can take it out. Oh, so there's the key and there's the mechanism. So look, it's a genuine cassette case there that this thing's been built into. Oh, so I don't know how this is going to go, but let's try it. Let's see if there's any life in it. Yeah, so it vibrates quite violently. Actually, it vibrates. So there's a little lever here that pops in and out. You can just see that. See that at the bottom there, that little lever. So when it's flat on the table, that's pushed in. When you lift it up, it activates the clockwork and it vibrates. So yeah, so that'll teach you to listen to sexy music. I'll put that back in there. And, so the only other thing that's left are these. Oh, this is yeah, I remember these little matchbook, and it looks like a perfectly innocent set of matches there. Do not strike near the face, and the reason it says do not strike near the face is because on the back of the matches, these little brown bits here are little bangers. So after you've lit the match, it'll go bang, and I remember it being quite violent actually. These are made in Germany, but I did have, again, I had many packs of these that I used to leave out for my mum and dad when I was a kid. And the next thing is I have no idea what this may just be a book of matches. Oh, I know what these are. Yeah, so it's another book of matches that says the brightest spot in town, dine and dance. And looks like normal matches. And again, on the back of only the front row, actually. Only the front row. I don't know if you'll be able to see these if I lift it up slightly. So on the front row, they've got little things behind the match. See that little white bit? So on the other matches, that's where the banger was. On these, I seem to remember that's sort of like some sort of magnesium. So when you light the match, it's an extremely bright flame, almost blinding. Yeah, again, I remember having these back in the 70s from the joke shop in West Derby Village where I live. So, but completely unused, which is great to see. There's a book of matches here, and are these real matches? They do feel like real matches. Yeah, they are real matches, and I think the thing about these is it's just had sort of like these were made of Bourne of Harlesden in London, and they've just got cartoons on each side, a little bit like Seaside Postcards. So the guy's got his hand drill there, and then on the back, slightly questionable material, especially by today's standards, but these must be the 70s. And the last one, again, I have seen one of these before, and this is a set of matches that It's a little bit, these are Born of Harlesden as well. It's a little bit like a postcard there, seaside postcard. And when you open it, I will have to cover this up because I don't know, you know, how much this stuff it'll allow. This reminds me of my boyfriend, and something pops out. Yeah, I think they actually did a series of these. I think there was about 12 different matchbooks in the series. Yeah, 12 designs in the title. World copyright, Born of Harlesden. And that's the last thing in the box, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. That certainly brought back loads of memories for me there. And as I say, if you ever are in Hull, pop in to see Graham at Dinsdale's. I think they do have a website as well, so you can check that out as well. So from me, Michael, I hope you enjoyed these 2 videos, and we'll be with you again very, very soon with some more strange, weird novelties and jokes from the Joke Shop. So we'll see you then.